Pepe, how have you and your teammates feel about the past few days of training in Singapore?
Good. We are enjoying. Well, now we have a bit of freedom this afternoon to go to a cruise or something like that, and we will know even more about Singapore. So I think the people is so helpful as well, because they love Liverpool and they support us everywhere, and we feel that support. So the only thing we can say to the supporters here is thanks a lot for everything.
A couple of questions, if I may. The first one, following on from Liverpool being here, and how much of it is business and how much of it is sport. I see from the local papers that one of your sponsors, Sports, has said that having Liverpool here, you can sell 40 times more furniture than Liverpool. So in a way, it's more business than sport. Would you accept? And the second question is what Antonio Perez told me last week when I interviewed him, that when the investments he's made buying players like Ronaldo and others, it's like a company buying machinery. So when you look at players, do you look at them as machinery?
Second question, I will not talk about the other teams, so I have no answer. The first question, I think that to come here is really important for the business. Everybody knows this. It's really important also for the preparation, all the players together working hard. But I think it's especially very, very good and very special for the fans. Today we had a kid that telling us, I was waiting this moment for 8 years. So we were talking about what it means for a fan that has been 8 years supporting Liverpool, and he can see now his heroes here. So I think that is something that we have to think about, how important it is for these people. You can hear the fans, and it's amazing. So I think that for us also to share with them sometime is really good. So I think that is a very good message. And at least they will see that we know that they are behind, and we say thank you in this way.
Pepe, you came very, very close last season to winning the Premier League. Very close, pushed Manchester United all the way. What in your view, do you think will you need to do to close that gap even further and make the difference from finishing second and finishing third?
Well, I think the key was the many draws we have had in the league, mainly at home. So the numbers we had this last season was the most goals for us, almost the best record against, record of the points in the Liverpool's history. Only 2 defeats in the league, so we couldn't do any more than that. But the thing is, if we sorted out the problem with mainly the nil-nils at home, we can be even closer. But it is not difficult. It is not easy, and for example, to get 14 points out of 18 against the top 3, there are numbers that are not very common. So sometimes you win between the top 4 or top 5, but the thing is we have to win the low 10 or the bottom 10 as well.
Yes, it's true that we were very close, and as Pepe says now, our record against the top 4 was really good, and maybe we can improve against the other teams, but you never know. Sometimes you will win against the other teams, and if you lose against one of the top sides, the difference is nearly 6 points, 3 that they take and 3 that you cannot. So I think it's important to be consistent, and my idea is the same. So we have to keep working hard, try to be there, and if we can stay there for a long time, I am sure that at the end we have been very consistent at the end of the last 5 seasons. So if we can be there in April or something like this, I am sure that we will fight again for the title.
Question?
Hi Rafa, I'm Ron from the Sun in Malaysia. I would like to ask you, apart from the usual suspects, right, for the coming season, who do you tip to give the usual suspects like Manchester United, Chelsea and Liverpool a big fight, like City or Spurs or Villa?
I think that always the Premier League is very difficult. Every single year, a lot of teams spend big money, and you never know who will be the next threat for the top 4. So This year everybody talks about City, that is true, Aston Villa, Tottenham, they have some money and they will spend some money. So I think it will be, again, very interesting for all the fans, and okay, we'll try to stay as high as possible and as much as possible, but we know that will be difficult.
Your place as a first choice keeper at Liverpool will be hotly contested by Diego Cavalieri. What do you think about his current performance, and what are the things you are going to do to improve your performance at Liverpool at the moment?
Of course. I'm really lucky to have him as a teammate because he's such a great professional, such a great keeper, and it helps myself a lot because he's pushing all the time. So not just himself, also Peter Gulassi is doing really well. He's improving a lot, and as I say, I'm very lucky to have the teammates I have.